Thunder Gaming presents Thunder Smash 2. 8 of the best players in the world. Team Liquid Dabuz. T1 Larry Lurr. World Best Gaming MVD. Most Valuable Gaming Dark Wizzy. CLG Void. Most Valuable Gaming Salem. Demise GG Nicko. And Panda Global Eason. 8 players. $10,000 prize pool. Live from Los Angeles. Thunder Smash 2 Invitational starts now. I mean, we have Nicko waiting for us on the other side of the bracket.
Nicko is still in.
Yeah, Nicko's still in with Shulk and I believe having to fight Dabuz.
That's true. Dabuz found himself in losers. He also got 3-0'd.
Yeah, and you know what's concerning is that Nicko, I believe, was it a 3-1, 3-0 on Dabuz?
Yeah, it was.
It was a 3-0, so...
A 3-0, and it ended each time in a clutch forward smash at the very last second, and that's all he needed. But no one ever said that Invitational will be easy. Between Nicko and Dabuz, they played, originally, and they played a 2-1 set, actually, and Nicko won. It's shocking everyone because it was the first match of the entire tournament, and Nicko was last seeded. But it comes to show that when you have a character like Shulk, which has an amazing nair and forward air, the D1 mentioned earlier is that little 45-degree angle where Olmar has so much trouble, defending and attacking from. So he has to just run it back in the same fashion. Yeah, I mean, I'm really curious to see how Dabuz is going to be able to come back from this. It's just because, again, we've seen the history of Dabuz and Shulk in general. I just feel like the matchup is possibly in Shulk's favor, if not even. And you know what? We take those. Nicko's going to be able to run with it, and he's been playing phenomenal so far. I know people, again, him and Dark Wizzy were the sleepers. Now, funny enough, we have Nicko still in, Void and Larry out, and then we have, I believe, Dark Wizzy, of course, waiting in winners, still having to fight MVD. Yeah, it could be a thing. I am imagining, though, now that whoever wins between Dabuz and Nicko might go on a really, really crazy run because they both play that weird character that no one really wants to face at this point. But people like MVD and Esam, they do have a lot of experience in that Shulk matchup. So we're going to see if Dabuz can start the same magic as last time, going on a 5-set losers run and waiting to see how far he can go. Waiting in here now. Hey. And I would... All right, we have a guest with us, though, on the desk. Joining us for a TriCast here, we have none other than Rodney.
Homies, what's going on?
Hey, Rod the Dutch.
What's going on, bud?
Man, I'm just chilling, man. Just, got back from Raising Cane's. Oh, can I say it on stream? Whoop, too late. Got back from Raising Cane's, man. Saved a little bit more room, though, for Pizza Hut later on.
Of course. There's endless boxes here.
That's right.
But you know what there is not endless? Wins to be handed out right now because Dabuz can only lose one more set before he's out of the tournament. Oh, wow. He's getting the run back on Nicko right here. We got the earlier win.
Talk about a fall from grace, man, if I may say so myself. I mean, just coming off of how well he played at Thunder Smash 1, to see his backs against the ropes, it's going to be for Thunder Smash 2. I think that says a lot about the competition here this weekend. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's extremely tense, and you don't want to lose any matches more than you have to. But in the format of 3 games played, even if you're up, you can still sneak that extra win out. And little by little, you get that seed being pushed up, and then you get a better chance in bracket.
All right, well, let's see how this one's going to play out here, man. Nicko, obviously the Shulk extraordinary. We got to see him play very, very well earlier today. And what's crazy, too, obviously, just looking at Smash Ultimate, we're getting a lot of Shulk representations. I mean, obviously with him, most notably here as of late with Salem as well, too. I know you guys were at MomoCon. I think he had a really strong showing. Was it versus Sam Sora with Shulk? So
it was, yeah, it was versus Sam Sora versus Dabuz. We actually had the pleasure of commentating that set where Salem had just gone Shulk game 3 and reversed 3-0 Dabuz. And I was like, oh, okay.
Right. Like, wow, sometimes it just goes down like that.
I mean, yeah, it's about a counter picks games. And Nicko, obviously being the best Shulk coming from Smash 4, I would say, sticking to the character, no doubt about it. The character has a lot of tools to deal with. Oh, you see, and this is where I'm not surprised. Yep. This is where I'm not surprised. I was talking about counter picks here. We have Dabuz going Rosalina.
Right. And this character is still very, very strong. I think in this current installment, Smash, and of course just in this patch as well too. No surprise that he's busting out the Rosalina a little bit more. Just looking back at those, Pikmin and Olimar. I'm saying nerfs in air quotes, but because nobody can really see me. But just chat, trust me, I'm doing it right now.
Right. And Rosalina, tall and strong, and making sure that we always say Dabuz is a wall. And this character, as I remember in Smash 4, we always called Dabuz the wall right here. I have no doubt that he went this character because of the early results against Nicko. He found that Olimar just died so early from any of Shulk's strong hits. And with all the Pikmin he was throwing with the right Monado art, it really comes futile. But Rosalina, you always have Luma on deck there. You can actually go the exact range, if not further than Shulk can. That's right. A big counterpick.
And that's why the thing is with Luma is that once she is off the stage and once Shulk comes in with an aerial and knocks Luma out of the box, Luma doesn't get covered up by the shield all the way. Like you see right there, the back, you're actually going through Rosalina's shield and instead just hitting Luma. And I feel like that's going to be really dire in the matchup because if Dabuz can't deal with mixing up with Luma, how is Dabuz going to be able to get in and close out the stock versus Nicko without just a raw up smash?
That's right. And I think one thing that, Rosalina certainly brings to the table here in this matchup versus a character like Shulk is the actual long-range gameplay. I think that's something that I don't think Nicko was quite ready for. I mean, of course, he knows that, to play against Dabuz, there's always that chance in the back of your head that Rosalina can come out. But just in terms of who's going to outrange each other, like longer, physically, I think they're both kind of evenly matched right here.
That was a really greedy backslash. I don't know if he intentionally tried to get on the stage right there or try to go for the ledge instead.
Might have been either or. But one of the things that we saw Nicko have so much mileage in the first set was getting that really deep nair off stage to kill Olimar with the smash Monado. Now you can try that again with Rosalina because Dabuz does like to do these low recoveries, but you get yourself at a way bigger risk there because Rosalina loves being off stage. She loves getting you with these really late hitboxes.
Yeah, and to kind of add to that too, she likes being off stage, but she likes being off stage, on her own dime. The problem is that she gets off stage, she kind of suffers from the same thing that Olimar does. There's no hitbox in that recovery, and a character as devastatingly crazy as like Shulk is. I mean, you can go from smash to jump in like a matter of a second. So I mean, he can really just stick it to her, as you see right there.
Still not dead from that.
That's right. See how deep he's going? So it's really going to be up to Dabuz right here to play very well on stage with or without Luma, because that's another thing that Shulk is really good at. He can separate Rosalina and Luma with relative ease.
Yeah, it's looking like Nicko needs to have a whole new strategy here.
Oh, switches to jump real quickly.
Oh, the dare still hitting with that jump Monado, and now Dabuz with a 3-stock lead here.
That's right.
Yeah, the one time he's unable to take care of Luma, I mean, he was off stage the whole time when that Luma spawned.
Hey. You see right here, Dabuz a little bit more safe on how he's deciding to come back to the stage. Despite being in the lead, he knows the threat that Nicko still brings. And Nicko obviously not showing any signs of stopping here anytime soon. Gets off the ledge with the short hop forward. Very smart right here to keep that aggression going. Now he has positioning. He's in the smash art. Dabuz is on high alert.
Yeah, that's why you see Dabuz actually lingering off stage because he's like, all right, you can hold that, man. But when the smash art comes off, I'm still coming into the game.
Yeah.
That 150 contesting him.
Recovery isn't the question. The question is, how is this man going to find a kill right now?
Oh, try to go for the air slash out of shield. I like that. He was getting a lot of that earlier. I think just both him and Sam were getting a lot of like air slashes out of shield earlier. But obviously Dabuz a bit different of a threat right here.
There it is. Found his first kill 3.5 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
Honestly, Luma isn't the problem so far, I feel like, from Nicko. I mean, Nicko's doing a really good job at taking care of the character, but I feel like Dabuz is just taking advantage of his disadvantage a lot more than Nicko's been taking care of Dabuz's disadvantage.
That's right. Yeah, and to add to that a little bit, Nicko, I mean, he's going off stage. I mean, he's doing what he's... Oh, yeah, goodbye. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, and see, that's the thing about Rosalina's dare. Like, it either spikes or it, like, just sends you clear off to the left. Yeah, I mean, there's really no middle ground with that move. You just have to avoid it at all costs. And, despite switching over into the jump art, of course, Shulk can bring a lot of diversity off stage to the table, but sometimes the hitboxes are just too immense for Shulk to get around,
and the crazy thing is, like, earlier against Olimar, he's like saying, okay, as long as I use my shield Monado, I'm not going to die from these, strong Pikmin hits. But with Rosalina Luma, it's not about the strong hits. It's about you just being off stage and her bullying you with those hitboxes of dare and up air, which at that point, shield won't really help you too much.
No, sir.
Actually makes you slower, makes you more prone to hit.
Yeah, and you saw right there, he had switched to shield. It looked like he was going to try to use like the invincibility in between the activation phases to like get around the rapid jab, but I feel like he was too close to the ledge for it to really do him any good, and instead he actually just ended up buffering the air dodge that sent him so low and allowed Dabuz to just get that down air.
Yeah, Dabuz is always looking for that positioning at the rights and left sides of the stage, especially when it comes to going for something like a spike or something like a fall off forward with either Olimar or Rosalina. So we're going to have to watch yourself out there. And as you can see, this match kind of starting out the way the last one did, if I may say so myself. I mean, just some very quick and low % damage being put on across the board. And, I think this is a testament to just how well Dabuz is playing. If he can do this without platforms, I mean, who knows what's going to happen in the next game.
Yeah, Dabuz Dabuz's awareness of knowing when he needs to go in, whether Luma's around him or not, is actually impeccable, and it's what actually helped him live as long as he did in the first game to nearly 180%. So you see Nicko has to try to take advantage here, tries to go for a down air, this time actually just ignoring Luma, and instead just tries to go to contest Dabuz instead.
Yeah, one of the things Nintendo does really well is it make it very obvious how a character should be being, right? If you're playing Ices, you got to kill Nana.
Right.
If you're playing against Rosaluma, you got to kill Luma.
Right.
Other than that, she becomes a much stronger, maybe a character twice as intimidating as strong as before.
Yeah, I mean, she's kind of similar to like Shulk in a couple ways, because I think Dabuz can obviously play with or without Luma. I think that, oh my God.
That was so smart.
Yes.
That was all be thanks to jump art too. He was able to go so far down to try to contest Dabuz in case he goes for the low recovery, but the moment he saw a high recovery coming out, he was able to go for that reverse backslash.
I mean, from taking one stock in 3.5 minutes to now taking the first stock this game, this might be a quick adaptation for Nicko.
Oh wow! That's
Yeah.
how I'm coming through, homie. Like,
why
sometimes
not?
you just gotta get the heck out the way, man, and move.
Yeah, I don't even got time to clean my house. You're just going right through.
That's right. He's gonna go for the back row and switch immediately into the jump. But very smart to go deep as possible that time so he can try to snap ledge. He learned his lesson from the end of that last game. But the forward throw deemed too strong right there for Nicko. Got herself an even game here.
Yeah, knowing that Nicko was going to shield the Luma jab right there, Dabuz found his opportunity to just run up and get that grab.
Yeah.
Falling there, trying to get that edge of that shield, but Rose is so tall that at any point her shield is enormous.
Yeah, I mean, it's really smart for him to land with these aerials. You know, there are no platforms on the stage, and, you know, historically, Rosalina's been very good at just punishing bad landings. Not to say that, you know, Shulk's landing options are bad or anything like that, but, you know, the last thing you want in this matchup is to be out of a jump with Rosalina up underneath you, piloted by somebody as talented as Dabuz. Like, you're in for a bad time.
Or even adding in that additional pressure that you get from underneath the platforms, too. Rosalina does a really good job at just lingering underneath that platform, spamming those up airs, forcing you to actually go for a shield poke, too. You see how low Nicko's going.
He got it, but it's the weak one.
That's right. Okay, gets back to the ledge. He's going to roll this time. Pretty uncharacteristic right here with Dabuz. There's the back throw and the immediate jump art activation. Man, I like this. Nicko wasting little to no time.
Falling with these very deep nairs. Almost hit him.
And I love how well Dabuz plays up close and personal, man. Just fearless. He understands, like, look, you can be in Buster.
Oh, that's going to hurt.
Yes. You can be in Buster, you can be in Shield, man. Dabuz does not care, man. When he's ready to approach, trust me, he's going to make it hurt.
Pivotal stock right here. It's going to take one more up till right now from Nicko. But Dabuz can just stay back and let Luma get a heavy hit. Or a back here. Actually, Nicko finding his first lead of the set.
That's right. One of those rare instances where Dabuz actually let him cross him up. He's been pretty good about punishing that, you know, trying to read which way he's going to land with either forward air or either nair. But right there, we almost had an unfortunate stock loss right here from Dabuz. Very smart from not to press any buttons. Could have forced a directional air dodge. Okay. Right now, he has him back into a corner, but he understands Nicko has a bit of a lead, and he has to jump, or excuse me, not the jump, but the speed art. And so this is where he can really put on some quick and minuscule percent to really just chills away at a bigger lead here.
Right.
When you're sandwiched between Luma and Rosalina, all you're forced to do is hold shield at that point. You see him switching to the jump art despite being at 159.
Yeah, talk about a rock and a hard spot right there, man. It doesn't get any worse than that.
These rising nairs could do really well for him, but it might not be the smartest thing to do when you're at 150, because Dabuz is looking for that upside side of shield as you just saw.
Okay, now he has the Buster right here.
Luma's gone. Buster's in.
He's looking to put some extra damage on it. Of course, he's going to have to watch how you shield as well. Oh, there's the smash. Things can get kind of scary right now. No grab.
Oh, so close to the ledge. I know Dabuz is thinking about that one, switching to jump instead.
So many Minato switches in quick succession.
Really strange that he switched to jump right there. I mean, I know obviously I mean, the jump is obviously used for recovery and things like that, but, you know, I think it also changes, like, your fall speed. I think jump turns into a fast faller, if I'm not mistaken. So I was kind of worried that, you know, if he switched into that and burned that jump, he could cause some chains of up tilts. I know Dabuz is certainly looking for that since there are new platforms on the stage.
Oh, the risk. He goes for the heavy nair. Manages to kill Luma, but he has to make something happen right now when Luma's gone. What's the pick? Your smash, the up tilt?
This is super pivotal. Dabuz going to get in those jabs, get in that extra percent. We have the jump art switching through. You see him going so far out. Luma is back.
Okay,
that was the opportunity. You see he switches immediately to shield, not even going to try to contest him like he did when he was at 160.
Oh, wow, going for something sexy right there. I like that. Right to the forward throw. And of course, he understood because he was in shield. Like, there's a good chance he'll land right on top of Luma. It'll be caught in a really rough situation. Oh, wait a minute. He's going to go for a forward throw. Excuse me. Very smart right there. Don't go for the up throw quite yet.
What does Nicko do here? Oh, any hit will kill him.
Okay, Dabuz obviously very well aware, and he's has Luma in the front line for himself.
Shield again, biding his time.
Right, shit only lasts so long. Okay, no. Okay, really looking for the active hitbox.
Oh,
right
wait a minute. Jump. Oh, smash. Oh,
the down air.
Good. Oh, he missed. missed all three. A fourth attempt, but Luma got involved.
Oh, I'm coming through again. Make way, homie.
Nicko's last stand finds the nair.
Yeah, lands in with the nair instead. Has to recover, holds
wait a
down.
second.
He hold down.
Up he connects. Oh! 170 now. Oh, the backslash.
Oh, no.
Is it not a kill here, right?
Four throws.
Not yet.
Not quite, but out to the magnifying glass. He goes
We have the shield. We have the shield switch.
I have never seen Shulk live this long in my life.
I mean, this is what Shulk can kind of do in matchups like this, man. If they go down to the wires, you can see right here, we're moving to the final minute of the game.
I'm scared the way that he's jumping right now. I'm just expecting Dabuz to do an up smash out of shield. He goes pretty deep for that. The directional air dodge back onto the ledge. You get that ledge invincibility.
Oh, no. Oh, okay, there's the cross up. That should be enough to do it.
That will be it. Dabuz clutching that game.
Wow. Talk about going down to the wire right there. I mean, if there is any testament to what makes you a top player, it's situations like those. How well you can really play when things are, I mean, when you're just backed into a corner like that, you know?
I was about to say, I might need a shirt that says Shulk happens, but, you know, luckily Dabuz, they would have pushed through right there.
Shulk happens.
Staying with Rosa and Luma all the way. And with that character balanced alongside Olimar, this might be the start of another losers run.
Yep. Yep. Counter picks.
You know, we talked about famous losers runs earlier today with TK and E. You know, we had like obviously Zero at the Big House 5.
Right.
Of course, the legendary Mango one. Nairo, MLG, Nairo Smash. I mean, the losers runs, they never stop, man. There's something about putting a top player in that portion of the bracket that just really amplifies that hunger to win. So we'll see, man, who's going to really tap into this right now, man. Liquid Dabuz up 2 games to Nicko's 0 right now. But that's not to say that Nicko's a slouch by any means necessary. I mean, he definitely put up a valiant effort in that last game. But
way closer on that game, too. Yes. Right back to FD, too. So same circumstances, same hands drawn. Who has the better bluff here?
All right, we'll see how it's going to go down right here. Nicko above you on the right and the left sides of the stage here. And that buzz start is a bad time for even some of the most talented people in this game. So obviously Dabuz here, no exception. Has to slight lead. Let's see what he can do with it, man. I'm not really quite seeing Nicko punish Dabuz's landing options as I am the other way around.
Yeah, you expect more from him. But in this case, it's the other way around.
Nicko actually staying grounded right there, waiting for Dabuz to commit to something when he got back onto the stage. I feel like for the most part, Nicko's doing a good job at edge guarding Dabuz, but Dabuz is so good with Olimar and Rosalina's recovery and just mixing up where they're going to go whenever they drift back. That it looks like it's easy to punish, but he makes sure it's not. That shield art actually saving him right there, too.
Most certainly. Nice. And burns the directional air dodge back into the stage. That's very smart. That's like some split-second decision-making right there, man, where you know, opt to just kind of hang out and try to snap ledge, or you just come back in and hope that you don't fall in between Rosalina and Luma. So again, there's another aerial right now. Goes for 2 and kind of takes a page out of Nicko's, but goes deep with the forward, and that's going to close it out.
And I honestly feel like that was just because Dabuz recognized that he had used his jump, but I love how he drops from the heaven platform into a forward smash.
I actually wish he went for that at the end of game 2. You probably needed that late and big forward smash through one last big replay.
That's kind of the Nicko special, man. He's been doing that all this weekend. You know, he'll just come right back off the Angel platform, understand that he has some invincibility, toss out forward smash, and just see what happens.
He hasn't found a single down air 2-frame off of Dabuz's recovery yet.
Not to say that it's not coming here on the horizon here pretty soon again, you know. Goes back to what I talked about before. Though Dabuz knows how to play very well without Rosalina, which he does, but without Luma, I mean, still, you know, in the matchup, try to get rid of Luma as quickly as you can, man.
Soft, small hits here. And he has to take full advantage of Dabuz of Shulk's range. You can't, if you have that range, there's no point in trying to fight too close quarters. Use the very tip of that sword, and that's the distance you want to be at constantly.
Avoided another situation with the upper 2. He's switching to shield art, and it's like he heard you, Rod, because now he's actually doing such a good job at trying to punish. He's landing, but Luma, very last second, hitting Nicko away to prevent Dabuz from getting hard punish on that landing on the high recovery.
And that's why it's so pivotal in this matchup that you separate both these two characters. I know it's a task easier said than done, but if the easier you can make it happen, the quicker you can make it happen, the better time you are going to have here in this match. So,
and you want to say that smash not up when Luma's gone.
That's right.
No reason to waste it.
That's right. Definitely not. So right now, Dabuz, hanging out off stage, and again, I think he's kind of hip to what Nicko's going for, trying to punish these bad recovery options. Again, no hitbox on Rosalina's recovery, so he's going deep, but don't go too deep. Wow.
We tech those, and even though he went for the get-up attack, and it still hit him nonetheless.
When you're going that low for a risk, you gotta be ready to protect that in case you mess up.
That's right. Fortune does favor the bold right here, so I expect to see both these two guys keep going off stage and just really trying to apply a lot of pressure here. Wait a minute. Wow. Now that was actually kind of smooth. I appreciate the attempt because typically in a situation like that, we would try to see Dabuz go for like a down smash. He was like, okay, if I land right in front of him, I'll try to go for the counter. But in a situation like that, I think Dabuz kind of had his bluff right there. He called it out. He's like, look, if you land in front of me and you don't press the button, you're done. Like, literally, I'm going to have to KO you. So wonderful stuff right there to Dabuz, man. It goes up a stock, but let's see how long this stock can last. I mean, he's definitely knocking on Dev's door here. 128%. As we've seen, man, the right art combination, the right conversion right here for Shulk, and it could be all she wrote.
Still not able to find a two-frame there, and this is what Dabuz is so good at, the situation.
Wow.
And
not
that's
there.
what I want to see more, too, because I feel like Dabuz has been doing neutral get-up and to hold shield a lot.
Yeah.
And Nicko's been doing a good job at pressuring him with aerials, but I don't see these empty hops into grab. And right there, when he switched to smash art, that was a perfect situation to recognize that Dabuz was stuck in a corner, forced a shield, and then at that point, that smash art came through with the forward throw.
Yeah, I think it could be due to a multitude of reasons. Maybe, I mean, fear could certainly be setting in. Your back is definitely against the wall, but also, I mean, when you have Luma in front of you, it's kind of hard to go for tomahawks, you know. So with that in mind, you have to kind of go for it when you are in between them two, or if you have obviously Luma out of the picture. But I mean, I think that's more of a mental switch too for Nicko. You know, Nicko has to know like how to adjust his gameplay from when Rosalina does have Luma and in comparison to when she does not. And he's going to have to do some adjusting right here though, man. Switch over into the shield. He's going to eat all of this because he is in the shield and switches out into jump. Very smart stuff. Now he's going to hang out right here on the left and right sides of the stage, but actually decides to jump into the middle and gets himself thrown again.
Yeah, he decides to use that jump art just to jump right into Rosalina's grab, but that down air, I mean, you were talking about it, doesn't necessarily have to spike you. He just sends you straight off to the side, and at such a high percent, that is it for Nicko.
I love how when he lost, it zoomed in on Shulk's Monado, and it said Buster right there when he zoomed in when he got 3-0'd. But you know what? Honestly, let's give it up, guys. Nicko with an incredible run here, did really, really well in his pool.
That's
and
right.
Man, could get 5th place at one of the first invitationals he's been at, showing his prowess of his Shulk. We can see a lot more from him coming in the future, I'm very certain. But now it is the story of Dabuz once again, trying to run through this losers bracket and get another Thunder victory under his belt.
Yeah, I mean, I know he's trying his hardest, and I mean, what more can you really say for somebody like Dabuz? I mean, he's sponsored by obviously the same team you're on as well. I mean, you guys are Avengers. I mean, actually, let me ask you real quick, what's your power? Because like he told me his power earlier, and don't say being hungry, okay? Because I'm going to slap you if you say that. What is your actual power?
What did he say first?
He was like just projectiles or something goofy. I mean, it was like a typical Dabuz.
How is that not more lame than being hungry?
I mean,
projectiles.
Oh my God, his thing is definitely being hungry.
What's my power?
Okay, being hungry is not going to defeat that.
No. My power is clutch box. You know that.
Okay, clutch box.
Okay. When things are the most against me, that's when I win.
Okay, there it is right there, man. The power to be clutch.
We're gonna.